Got an update here, update video on the Forbidden Rite build, alternate Forbidden Rite that I posted yesterday. This is where I'm currently at for the build. I'll have the PoB with the new loadout linked, and there will be some new notes as well in there. And then I'll have a timestamp as well in this video for going over the PoB and stuff, but most of it is just going to be like gameplay. Right here was the Elderslayers, or no, the Conquerors Invitation. You can pretty much just face tank everything as long as you don't roll super crazy mods on the Invitation. This one right here, this clip is me running destructive play. It's my current Atlas strategy with the wildwood wisps allocated. So if you have all the mobs cleared besides I think 49, then the bosses will be infested with wildwood wisps, and it increases their drop rate and makes them a lot more challenging. So at the end of this clip will be the bosses. I'll try and timestamp the bosses portion. The rest is just mapping. It's a bit of a crappy layout, this map, so it took me a while to find all the mobs. Recommended strategy is to do this on like Silo or one of the linear maps where you can clear most of the mobs pretty easily.
ready and not before.
With your death, this nightmare will finally end. I'm faster.
I wanted.
Resist the assault.
When I'm ready and not before.
Another challenger? Mortal flesh is so fallible. Under this. Grasp your mortality tightly. Another challenger. Drop and run. Resist the assault.
You are nothing!
Tempo tears.
When I'm ready and not before.
Grasp your mortality tightly. Rip of the infidels. Time to up the stakes. Entertain me.
In this fight, I use this nice tech I found with Forbidden Rite and frostblink. You can kind of just sit there casting and then use frostblink to reposition. And if you're doing this against a lot of mobs or unique bosses, frostblink's cooldown is very low. So 0 DPS loss and you can reposition, which is like the main downfall of self-cast. So now really no downside. And you can use this on any self-cast build, I think. Here's the Maven attempt. It went really smooth. Actually deathless. Memory games are good. Probably done like a couple hundred Mavens and I still struggle with the memory game here and there. But yeah, this one went really smooth.
This will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Resistance will be punished. Time controls. Scurry, scurry.
My irritation is growing. A cascade of pain. This will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still.
Stop resisting. Reality bends. Punishment inescapable.
Arrogant.
Good stock, exile.
Stand still. This will not be an escape. Scurry, scurry. Stand still. A cascade of pain.
Caretaker, to me. The living torch.
Alright, here's the PoB with my current spec. If you guys were here for the last video, had the minimalist and the spec one loadouts in there. High spec is in progress still. But yeah, so spec 2 is what I'm currently running. The differences in here, I cleaned up the gear a little bit, got a better shield, energy shield gear. I tried to hit the physical damage from hits taken as chaos for the helmet and the body. I wasn't able to hit it on the body yet, but I got physical taken as fire, which is pretty good. Better than nothing, for sure. But yeah, for rolling Eldritch implicits, I would definitely go for this physical damage taken as one of the first things you roll. But yeah, the rare gear is mostly just high energy shield on resistances. This stuff should be getting cheaper over the course of time. rather than more expensive, especially as people are upgrading their gear. But yeah, Whispers Infinity, already went over all these in the last one. For my flasks, I am actually running the Trader on this build, which is nice for bossing. So I have permanent uptime on this Bismuth flask. Then I have pretty high uptime, especially if there's mobs for the silver. The Dying Sun has low uptime, but this is a pretty big damage boost when it's up. I think one projectile hits for sure. I'm not sure if both of them will hit. But yeah, it's an expensive flask, so not needed, but it's a nice damage boost. For the tree, I have some big differences on here. So I was testing out the Shaper of Winter mod or node. This thing doesn't really chill the super tanky bosses that much. So I grabbed this Cold Mastery, Glacial Cage. I'm seeing like around 20% chill on bosses now with this. So I'm debating on whether I want to use Shaper of Winter or not at this point. Might go for Bastion of Elements instead. But yeah, I'll keep messing with stuff to figure out what I want to use. So the most expensive new changes on the tree are Light of Meaning, Energy Shield. This is like 50 divs plus last league. This is probably going to increase in price quite a bit because Energy Shield stacking is always going to be strong, especially with builds like this popping up. I got it for like 4 divs, I think. And then I have an Unnatural Instinct. This one wasn't too bad. And the price should be going, or it was 3 divines, but the price should be going down. I wouldn't, like, until you can afford both of these, Light of Meaning and Unnatural Instinct, I wouldn't run them. They're just really efficient to run together. We get Unnatural Instinct allocates all the small nodes in here, and then Light of Meaning takes all the small nodes bonuses and adds 3% energy shield to them. So it's a really strong combo down there. But yeah, if you can't afford both, then it's better just to get like another large cluster. And then a couple more rare jewels or something. One jewel you should try and get right now. Inflict Withered for 2 seconds on hit if you've cast Despair. This thing's really nice. To have your Wither uptime at 15 stacks pretty much permanently. But this one could get expensive as well. Right now it's really cheap. I got mine for 30 chaos. Depending on how many people are running the build, it could get really expensive. I know these were like 10 divines last league, I think because of Hexblast, but yeah, I forget exactly which. I think it was Hexblast, but it's cheap right now, so it's probably worth grabbing one. And then you can get rid of Withering Step actually if you're running Balance of Terror, and then without Withering Step you don't have to worry about using Frostblink for repositioning anymore. So it's nice, really nice to grab this jewel and use that. And the final big change, I grabbed a jewel with Corrupted Blood on it. I just grabbed one with Poison Chance on hit. It wasn't too bad. It was like 30C, I think. I was dying to Corrupted Blood. That was like the number one thing I was dying to besides Mercenaries. So after I grabbed that, I started dying a lot less. The reason was because Chevron's Ring prevents regeneration. So Corrupting Blood was just like pure damage. But yeah, if you're not running Chevron's Ring, it's probably not as important, but it's still, it's really nice to have. And it's not too expensive at the moment. So just try and find Corrupted Blood with like one good mod on it. Poison on hit, resistances, energy shield, stuff like that. So that's about all for the skill tree. It's cleaned up now. I got rid of some useless nodes. Still testing stuff. But now for the notes section. I went over this stuff already. I saw a comment about this one actually where these are multiplicative instead of additive. So it might just be like 90, about 90% if you're running all three rather than 95. Still extremely strong. It's just fine-tuned numbers pretty much. I'll try and keep these loadouts updated with descriptions. And I'll add the videos here next to the specs so people can see. Don't have this link yet for this video, but I'll try and add it before I post the video. Yeah, so I have some general stuff down here. I'll explain this one in the video. You can look for the time stamp for it. It's an interesting and pretty powerful repositioning tool for self-casters. I don't have much here yet, but if you're starting out with the build or if you're feeling like ailments are really annoying or don't have enough resist, you can run Period of Elements instead of Malevolence. You're going to lose out on some damage, but this will make gearing a lot easier, and mapping might actually feel better because you're not going to be hit by any ailments. Chill especially is annoying. Yeah, so I think that's about all I got for right now. And for the next video, I'm hoping to have tier 17s cleared up, and I don't know if I'll get to any Uber bosses, but definitely gonna try and clear some T17s. I don't think it'll be any trouble as long as you roll the mods not too crazy.